helps.
You're in the game as a sideline reporter. How is that recording, and now that you're going to be in the game a lot more than even in just the My Career Story?
I'm super excited because 2K is awesome because everybody loves it. Kids love it, adults love it, women love it, men love it. NBA players actually like playing it. So it's just such a likable game, and it's so real now.
And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. With us tonight, 1990 NBA Dunk Contest finalist, Kenny the Jet Smith. I remember that 90 event. You were terrific. You were skying all over the place.
Man, thanks for having me. But how did they give Dominique that? He did the same dunk 3 times. If you do the same dunk, you're going to get the same score. That doesn't make sense to me. But, hey, man, happy to be here.
Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Donovan Mitchell grew up around pro athletes. His father worked in Major League Baseball. And Donovan said, I saw guys making millions, staying humble and grounded. I also saw the other side, so I try to treat people right. I grew up that way, and the NBA doesn't change it. Kevin, he's showing as much as he's talking about it.
What a great guy. D.A., thank you for that. Kenny, with all the switching now defensively, it's so valuable to have a big man who can pass out of those double teams and make plays for other guys.
Giannis, number 1. Jokic, number 2. LeBron is obviously number 1A. Big guy who can pass, because we forget that he's 6'9", 6'10".
And don't forget about Embiid as a true center. He's a good enough passer. Their problem is they just don't space the floor as well as they need to.
Now look at Memphis' starting group. They've got Donovan Mitchell, DeRozan out there with Jason Tatum. Then there's Derrick Rose, and it's Collins in at the center filling out the middle. And for the Nets, Ben Simmons is out there with Hield. Then there's JaVale McGee. Then it's Otto Porter Jr. And it's Pa Kusevsky in at the power forward. So the Memphis Grizzlies able to put the first points up on the board. Shot by Hield, nobody around. Offline with his 3. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Tatum wide open, he fires one. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Jason Tatum's form is pure. On the catch and shoot, so nice.
Pass to Porter. Great D that time from Tatum. The Grizzlies on offense. 4-point game. Last time they met was in Memphis.
And they did win that last game in this matchup, and it seemed they got the benefit of the whistle.
Outside Porter to the middle. Here's Pa Kusevsky.
No, the basketball IQ on display for Otto Porter makes the right read there.
Grizzlies have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Outside Tatum. Outside DeRozan. No good from outside. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. On the wing, Hield. DeRozan defending. Here's Simmons. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
I admire Simmons' ability inside. That's where he's an elite finisher.
Outside Rose. And there's the pass to DeRozan. Tatum against Simmons. That one falls. Tatum's got 7.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Passes to Hield. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
And very quietly, Hield is one of the best 3-point shooters in our league, as dangerous as they come.
The Nets shooting their first free throws of this game.
And you really got to give them a ton of credit for what they've done at the free throw line this season. How about 82% as a unit?
And he knocks down the first one. Second chance points. That helps an offense, Kenny. It's an easy way to get some scoring. Which players do the best job of keeping possessions alive for the chance to get the second chance?
Second chance points, I would say Drummond, Steven Adams, and Cantor. Those are guys who are great offensive rebounders, and they get it done.
Don't forget Montrezl Harrell is another guy that is doing a great job.
2 on the clock. McGee with the block. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Nets trail by 3. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Brooklyn shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Both shots good from the stripe. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Outside Tatum. Mitchell outside.
What a masterful job on the defensive end. Did everything possible to alter that shot.
On the wing, Hield. Guarded by Tatum. Outside Porter. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. They get it back. Hield. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Memphis leading. Here's Mitchell. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Well, the ability to rise and fire in catch and shoot situations, he keeps the defenders off balance.
Greg Popovich, the Spurs coach, Kenny, has talked about how the three-point shot is ruining the game. What do you say when you hear that?
Well, he's a participant of that.
I was about to say, like, he's the one that brought it to the forefront more than anybody.
Of it. But I think overall, yes, because people now take bad threes over good twos.
Doris, what about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes it.
Rose dishes to Mitchell. Tatum looking around. McGee with the block. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one on Rose.
And sometimes you have no chance at stopping Simmons from the interior. Just a very skilled player who gets these calls routinely.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
The first pick in the 2016 NBA draft, Simmons has been a phenomenal addition to our league.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Looking at the last game for the Brooklyn Nets, it was a loss to the Celtics in Boston. Rose passes to DeRozan. Simmons pulls it in.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Back to Porter. Outside, Simmons. Just 5 to shoot. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Jason Tatum.
Gotta admire the hard work by Simmons, a genius at drawing contact.
The Nets shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls.
And with more players controlling their free agent destiny, we're starting to see a little backlash. Jed, you think there's a double standard? Teams can trade them, but players are supposed to be loyal.
Well, it's a double standard for sure. But the only one who loses out are the fans in that double standard. The fans have no control over who stays and leaves, but they have to cheer for who comes in. So I feel for the fans, but it is a business.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Ben Simmons.
I tell you, one of these guys who just specializes in drawing contact from the defender. Derrick Rose always attacking.
The Grizzlies shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. And he makes the first.
Boy, what a roller coaster career it has been for Derrick Rose. One-time league MVP, now just trying to fit in with the rest of his guys. This is not an easy transition.
Rose hits them both.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
McGee in the high post. Simmons dishes to McGee. Collins grabs the miss. For Memphis, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Here's Mitchell. And no good that time. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Guys, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure it out, though. If you're going to shoot in the low 30s, you're going to end up losing a lot of games.
Yeah, rough outing for their offense. You saw a spark here and there, but their main scorers just couldn't stay hot.
And they know for next time, don't let him establish position down low.
Coaches call that doing your work early. If you are there defensively, it really does not allow for him to establish that kind of excellent positioning down low.
Porter lays it up and banks it in. You know, every player has that moment when they know it's their last season in the league. Their body tells them, the mind probably leads them in that direction. Did you know, Kenny, when it was time to retire?
When the paycheck stopped coming, I was like, I think it's time to give it up.
No, your body, right?
Oh, my body.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
that was one reason. But then there's a play in basketball when you get a steal. You take a picture back to see who's chasing you. And when you realize when you're young, guys don't chase you. They have that body language. They're not coming after you. But when you turn around and they all have that body language like they're coming after you, it's time to retire.
Man, the funny thing for me, being more of a defensive player, I never forget, it was a loose ball, like at half court, and I was like 5-6 feet from it. And I looked at it and I said to myself, can I get that? And by the time I processed it,
it was gone.
The young fella had already got it. I went home and cried that night. True story, because I knew
really?
Time to hang him up, baby.
Yeah. How old were you?
I was 34.
You know who the real guy made me retire?
Who?
Darryl Armstrong. It was a preseason game. I was with Detroit, and this guy full court pressured me, and I couldn't really bring the ball. I couldn't bring the ball up. I couldn't bring it up. I had to let somebody else bring the ball up. He was pressuring me. I was like, it's time to go.
It's stolen by Hield. A 3 ball. The Grizzlies pull it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Mitchell's shot is good.
Boy, Mitchell's confidence is off the charts right now. Off the dribble jumper, yes, sir.
Simmons passes to Hield. Up top, Porter kicks it to Simmons. Lock at 6. Pass to Bamba. His three-pointers off the mark. And it's Smart with the ball for Memphis. They trail by 1. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
Brooklyn making some changes. Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for Porter. And it's Garland in for Hield. Simmons finds Bogdanovich. No good. Shot missing. Now Memphis takes it the other way. And we heard about market size mattering less to players these days, guys. But then we see summers where all the big free agents go to Los Angeles or New York. So, Kenny, which is it?
Well, there's two aspects of it. There's endorsements and then there's quality of life. In the small markets, catching fire on the marketing front is sometimes much more difficult, but there could be a better quality of life. In a big city, you could be marketed, and then all of a sudden you start losing, and then the quality of life goes down.
Yeah, and the reality is the fact that when we played, there was only a couple games a week on national television. Now every game that every NBA team plays is on national television. The impact of social media, they're just, you can be a superstar in a small market today. I mean, look at Giannis, you look at Durant and OKC, Westbrook, you can be as big a star in any market in today's game.
And it's Baines missing.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Garland the pass to Bogdanovich. Scored the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Darius Garland playing the role of ball distributor to perfection. Great pass.
So timeout call here. The first for Memphis. As we approach the playoffs, let's now take a look at what is shaping up in the West. You look at Memphis, they're trying to get in the playoffs here. If they stay the course, they will.
And I think for Memphis, they've had a tremendous year. There were a lot of people waiting for them to take that tumble late in the season. Well, those people might be waiting for a little while longer.
Or maybe a lot longer. They look to me like they're ready to make some serious noise in the playoffs.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so it's Brooklyn with it. Nets leading by 6. Well, Kenny, you've played with so many all-time great players, one of which was Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon. He was a good one. Do you think we'll ever see another one just like the Dream?
I don't think so. He was so unique. His ability, his footwork, his timing. He led the league in top 10 in 5 categories one time.
Isn't that amazing?
5 categories.
That's incredible.
Offensively and defensive categories. It's unbelievable. Just a dominant force.
If you think about him, he is what the modern game is today. He was the one guy in his era who played the way bigs can play today.
That's a good thought.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, Mo Bamba is the prototypical modern NBA big, right? The size combined with the shooting ability.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And doing a good job getting to the line and capitalizing.
Mitchell looking it over. Good on the triple. Mitchell's got 7.
Well, the defense so concerned about the dribble drive ability of Donovan Mitchell, but boy, you better contest as well.
1:51 left in the first quarter.
You know, 2 things happened there. Excellent coverage on the shot, and then finish the possession securing the boards.
And stolen by Simmons. And Garland with a clear path to the basket. Count it, good. Garland's got his second bucket of the game to go.
How about the activity of Simmons, mucking up passing lanes and making life difficult on the opposition? So good at getting steals.
You're smart. Bamba with the block. But they recover it. 6 to shoot. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. .115 left in the first quarter. Here's Smart.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Good D by Bogdanovich. And here is Garland. 11 points for him in that last game against Boston. He kicks it to Bamba. Shot clock at 6. A nice shot by Bogdanovich. And now a 9-point Nets lead.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Now, here's Baines. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Bogdanovich against Smart. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. Now, here's Garland, covered by Baines. Now, Garland. He has 5. The tray. That one, no good. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Nets lead by 9. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed the scrutiny that players have to deal with on a daily basis.
For me, it comes with blocking criticism from people I don't really need to hear from. You know, I don't mind. Everyone has their opinion. Everyone's going to say something, which is fine. But at the same time, I got to worry about, what I need to focus on.
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Offensively, they took care of the ball, and defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. They've got Smart, Tatum out there with Aaron Baines. Then it's Rodney Hood, and it's Ingles in at the small forward. Simmons looking around. Down low, and the dunk by Bamba.
Boy, you better keep the 7-footer Mo Bamba away from the cup. What an easy finish.
The Grizzlies trail by 11. Last season, the G League testing a single-shot free throw rule to speed things up. One shot that can be worth more than 1 point. Kenny, any thoughts?
No, I don't like that.
Okay.
Because I'm fouling you because you can't shoot. It's a lot of times. So I'm going to put you on the line, and you got to get 2 for 2. And I disagree. Because the game is stopped. There's no defense in front of you. You're at the free throw line. It's only 15 feet away. Come on, Shaq. I mean, come on, guys. Like, you can make a free throw.
No, but I think the other thing, for philosophically, you really change the game, right? Because what if you make one and miss one?
Yeah.
And you're up 2. Now it's 3. So now if you say I only got to make 1 to get 2, you completely change the game.
Oh, but think about this even, Greg. End of the game. And you need to miss 1 and make 1.
That's
so instead of getting the 2 points, you actually want to only make 1 because you're down 3.
Yeah.
And you want to miss the second on purpose to try to – man.
And I'm a progressive guy. Like, I do like to see how we can have the game evolve, but I do also want to make sure we keep the strategy in the game.
Here's the 3. Here's Vonleh. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
The Nets haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good. Vonleh. JaVale McGee's checked in for Bamba. And both free throws good for Vonleh. Here is Rose. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Atlanta.
Well, you also have to credit the way he controlled the pace of the game and was able to create for his teammates.
Tatum's shot is off.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
A nice shot by Bogdanovic. Bogdanovic has got 6.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Outside DeRozan. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
Boy, officials say play on, even though there's contact. DeRozan, I guess they don't think he needs any help.
And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession.
A moment here to look at some numbers for Marcus Smart. He's averaging 6 points a game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And it's always nice to be able to bring a shooter like him off the bench.
Well, hard to win if you can't get points productivity, and that's what makes this guy valuable to that second unit.
Outside Rose. Second quarter play with almost 3 minutes gone. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Garland with it. 5 points in the game. Hield kicks to Garland. Pass to McGee. 6 on the shot clock. Over Smart. And again, it's the Nets missing.
You know, he made an easy shot so much harder, and it really cost him the bucket, guys.
Here's Tatum, and he converts the layup. He's got 9.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
The pass to Hield. Passes it to Garland. But they'll get another chance.
I like the toughness required on that finish by Darius Garland. Boy, oh boy, that was nice. The willingness to mix it up on the interior, so important.
Rose dishes to Collins. Kicks to Smart. Lets the three fly. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game.
And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That'll be the third game of this three-game road trip. On up the court. The shot's good from McGee.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Tatum gets the bucket.
Well, Jason Tatum, a three-level scorer, gets to the mid-range jumper. It's good.
Pass to Hield. And here's McGee. Bogdanovich up top. He's guarded by Collins. Bogdanovich passes to Hield. Over Smart. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Boy, they can't cut into this lead with him going stone cold and only so much time to turn it around.
Hield attacking. Shoots over DeRozan. Hield can't hit.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Here's Garland. He's got 5. Pass to Bogdanovich. And it goes down 2 points. Bogdanovich has got 8 points.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Bogdanovich against Rose. Left side, DeRozan. And he overshot that one, missing. Nets leading by 12. And here is Garland. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. McGee's shot is off. And it's Memphis on the break. The kick out to Rose. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And now the fast break. Garland with the ball. There's the pass to McGee. And the rejection by Collins. Looking to get back on track here. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, what phenomenal work deep inside the post. Smart, willing, and able to get himself to the line.
First trip to the line for him here. First free throw is good.
And you know what I love is Marcus Smart just continues to improve. We know he's a powerful athletic guard, but he wants to keep building different aspects of his game.
Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Bogdan Bogdanovich. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Memphis. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Nets leading by 10. Now, here's Garland. He has 5. Outside, Porter. Shoots it up. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Jacks up a 3. Collins in the post, guarded by McGee. Here's Mitchell, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on JaVale McGee.
Well, Donovan Mitchell welcomes the opportunity to draw contact and either get to the free throw line or make the shot.
Free throw drops for Mitchell.
Boy, this is as exciting a combo guard as there is in the NBA. Donovan Mitchell's craftiness, his assertiveness, all of those things make this guy special.
Bamba is checked in for Brooklyn. Simmons comes in for Garland. And Memphis also making a switch. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Smart. He doesn't get the second one.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Here's Simmons, fouled in the act of shooting, gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Oh, no answer for Simmons, a tenacious scorer who finishes with muscle through contact.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all.
This season, the percentage right around 72%, so not the kind of success he was hoping for.
And that one misses. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Now Ingles. No points in the game yet for him. And Simmons with the rebound. Simmons got 4 rebounds now tonight. Porter kicks to Simmons. To the inside. 6 to shoot. And the rejection by Collins. And he gets it back. And Simmons gets it to go on the assist by Hield. Simmons got 13.
An unpredictable offensive weapon with a wide array of moves. Simmons getting it done this time with the catch and shoot.
Here's Mitchell. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Got that bucket in no time at all. He's got 5.
And you've got to be up on Hield, especially when he's beyond the arc. If not, he'll burn you.
Will it go? DeRozan. McGee with the block. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. 3-pointer Hield. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 4 assists now tonight. Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And no doubt coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Hood comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Mitchell against Porter. Lets it fly. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
3rd foul of the half, and that's the risk you take leaving him out there.
McGee, the pass to Porter. He kicks it to Bamba. 5 on the clock with the hook shot.
If you're going to play for this team, you've got to be willing to mix it up on the defensive end, and Jason Tatum gets in the space of the shooter. That's nice.
Mitchell with the bounce pass. Baines dishes to Tatum. To end the cold streak, Bamba with the block.
I'll tell you, the kind of lockdown defender Mo Bamba can be. Send it back, young man.
It's good on the putback.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Memphis has gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And now let's have a look at the NBA's top snipers, shooting guards with the highest percentage from three-point territory over the last month. In the third spot, Buddy Hield.
These guys are gunners. I mean, they've got the green light at all times because of their three-point shooting. I mean, they are cash money.
You don't want to get into a three-point contest with any of these players. The range we see among that group is beyond belief. Even against the tightest of coverage, no shot is a bad shot for any of them.
Mitchell against Simmons. And it's Mitchell missing.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And what about our special guest? Kenny, thanks for taking the time to join us, dropping by. Always a pleasure. You add so much to the broadcast.
Man, thanks for having me. This is just great.
Thank you. What a pleasure it was to have Kenny joining us. Doris, he's been in the business for a long, long time.
Boy, as great as Kenny Smith was on the basketball court, he was a tremendous guard, a championship guard. He's been equally impressive off of it. This guy's a mainstay in the studio, Emmy Award winner, truly a special treat.
And that one's good by Porter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Mitchell passes to Baines. Kicks to Tatum. Passes it to Mitchell. Outside Hood. Can they get it? Rebound, Brooklyn.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Simmons passes to Bamba. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 6th assist on the night.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Outside Tatum. Here's Mitchell. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Simmons. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And we'll be right back after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It is bedlam here. The hometown crowd loving that first half. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And rejoining us here at the table, hey, he's back, Kenny the Jet Smith. Kudos to you, sir, for your sharp and incisive analysis of the game.
Oh, thank you, Ernie. Thank you. Always a pleasure to break down the game with the great ones.
Trader. Excuse me. Yeah, glad you had fun over there. Trader.
I'm back, though.
Copycat.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And you know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well, to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Both free throws good from Hield. Rose with the ball. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. Hield is out there with Simmons. Then it's Porter. Then it's Bamba. And it's Pakusevsky in at the 4 spot.
Well, Derrick Rose just so confident, so dangerous in catch-and-shoot situations. Boy, has he become a terrific shooter.
Here's Pakusevsky. Back to Porter. 5 to shoot. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Yeah, but just the second turnover of the game. I mean, overall, pretty meticulous offensively.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
The Nets making a switch here. McGee's checked in. And for the Grizzlies, they're shooting terribly up to this point, just 30%. Some ramshackle offense play there. Some nice passing there by Memphis. DeMar DeRozan on the wing. Here's Tatum. Pakusevsky grabs the miss. Pakusevsky's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And the foul on Derrick Rose. That'll be his second foul of the game. And here is Simmons, 13 points in the game. On the wing, Porter. Shot clock at 6.
Well, to me, that's about tight defense impacting the shooter. DeMar DeRozan's activity is becoming a factor.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And how about we check the numbers for Jason Tatum?
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
The first free throw is good. And Mitchell drops them both. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Simmons passes to Hield. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Pakusevsky. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Hield outside. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Rose surveying the D. 17-foot shot on the way.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Porter kicks to Simmons. Pass to McGee. Can they get it? Yep, it counts. McGee's got 12.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
Now here's Mitchell. He's got 10. From deep. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Outside, Porter. It's good.
Well, Otto Porter will utilize this area of the floor. If he's in the mid-range, you better have a hand up.
Now Tatum. He's got 14. And there's the pass to Collins. McGee with the block. And he recovers it. Mitchell outside. Overhealed. And it's Mitchell missing. The Nets have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Hield against Mitchell. Hield the pass to McGee. Rose with the double team. And the shot goes down. 14 points for him.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Back to Porter. He kicks to Hield. From outside, off the mark.
Frozen. The guy is just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Tatum gets the bucket.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense. And you watch DeRozan play, he still has that explosiveness. Great first step out of the triple threat position. Can switch directions on the go, is still a handful to slow on the perimeter.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Bogdanovich comes in for Hield, and it's Garland in for Simmons. The Grizzlies also making a change. Smart's checked in. Garland with it. He's got 5. Outside, Bogdanovich. Pulls up. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Bogdanovich has got 10. Greg, with the explosiveness you talked about with DeRozan, it helps that he finishes so well when he gets to the rim.
And maybe not what he once was, but he is still an elite level athlete. Doesn't only have to drop the hammer when he gets to the rim either. Very smooth at adjusting mid-flight to finish at the rim.
The Grizzlies have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
One shot.
And that one falls for Tatum. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
On the wing, Porter. He's guarded by Collins. Clock at 6. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Collins.
I love the mentality for Porter. Gets inside and goes right at the defender.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And the first one drops.
You guys look at a guy like Otto Porter, and it seems like he's coming into his own in this league. He scuffled a bit, certainly, in his first season, but a key piece for this group moving forward.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Vonleh's checked in. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Memphis. And so he hits both.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Outside DeRozan. Back to Rose. Memphis moving it around. Smart up top. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Outside Collins. Outside DeRozan. The Grizzlies with another miss.
That's an unwise shot. I'm sure coach and teammates would have preferred he swing the ball for a better opportunity.
Porter kicks to Bogdanovich. Back to Porter. And yes, it's good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And it's Rose with the ball for Memphis. Kicks it out to Collins. Off target with his three.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Bogdanovich, no luck.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Porter against Smart. Outside Rose. Now here's DeRozan. He's covered closely. To end the drought. And that one goes long. Brooklyn's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Here's Bogdanovich. Collins grabs the miss. Memphis has gone to the three-point shot 8 times already in the second half and hit 4 of them. DeRozan's shot is off.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Free throw good. Garland.
Well, we know that injury ended Darius Garland's college career right at its infancy. But this guy smartly used his recovery time to focus on getting ready for the NBA. And boy, he's proven he can be a gifted player.
Bamba is checked in for Brooklyn. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Collins. And Hood subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. Game continues to evolve, Greg. Any changes in particular that you do not like?
That's a great question. You know, I'd like to see the replay review streamlined a little bit better. I wouldn't mind a touch more physicality being allowed in the game, but as much as we tend to complain, the one thing I have learned is if you're honest, you go back, we always complain. I don't care what the era is. Nobody's ever truly happy, and I'm not going to spend all my time worrying about that stuff, partner. I'm just going to enjoy the game that we are all so fortunate enough to be able to watch.
Totally agree. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. The wide open look here for Garland. And the Nets miss again.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Rose passes to Hood. Rose with the ball. Pass to Baines. And a miss there on the triple.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Bogdanovich against Rose. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Yeah, another turnover. But guys, on the whole, I think they've done a great job of running their offense without too many miscues.
The Grizzlies shooting pretty terrible here in the third quarter at around 30%. Bounce pass from Rose. Here's Smart. Rebounded by the Nets. Bamba's got 4 rebounds in this game.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Outside, Smart. 1:37 left in the third. Count that one. Smart's got 5 points now in the quarter.
My goodness, the defense was smothering Smart, but ultimately he keeps his eyes on the prize. Gorgeous release, nice.
Pass to Vonleh. There's the dish to Porter. Feeds it to Bamba. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, let's remember, Mo Bamba is 7 feet tall. He is a challenge for the defense to get a good contest.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And from the line, he's knocking it down about 71% of the time, and that's a percentage that needs to go up.
And that one falls for Bamba. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And Memphis also making a switch. Mitchell, he's checked in for Rose. Good on both. 1:15 left to play in the third. Mitchell outside. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
What area of the floor can't Donovan Mitchell score from? This guy, terrific job on the interior.
Pass to Bamba. The Nets working the ball around now. Another shot, and it's good on the layup. Bamba's got 10 points.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Mitchell finds Smart. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Good, and Smart gets the assist. 18 points for him.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Launches it. He can't get it to go. And so it's Brooklyn in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Chris is out there with Aaron Baines. Then it's Donovan Mitchell. Then it's Rodney Hood. And it's Cook in at the 1 spot. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Shooting 1.
Well, how about the focus of Rodney Hood? The defense has got to feel helpless right now trying to match up with him in the post.
And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done differently, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Here's a Kobo. You know, Doris, teams are using analytics more than ever before. We know that. And for example, blocks are certainly a key number. But some defenders, as you know, are so good, teams don't even go at them because of those analytical numbers.
Kevin, we refer to that as shot suppression, and you have to look no further than the last two winners of the Defensive Player of the Year award, Giannis Antetokounmpo and Rudy Gobert. When those two guys are in the middle of the paint, a ball handler or would-be shot taker may reverse course and reset the offense. That's how much those guys impact the game on the defensive end.
Cook looking it over. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Clearly a foul.
And the first one at the line is good. And so Cook nails both of them. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Akobo, the pass to Jeffries. Here's Chris. Here's Mitchell. The rebound by the Nets. Vonleh's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Lee kicks to Jeffries. Swiped it away. And here's the fast break. Cook leading the way. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. You know, Doris, I've heard some experts say, you look at the 6-foul limit, the NBA is basically the only sports league that takes stars off the floor. Doris, what would you think if they just tacked on an extra free throw instead?
Kevin, I absolutely hate the idea. The best defensive teams at any level of basketball guard at a high level without fouling. There's the drama aspect of a player being in foul trouble, either at the start of the game or down the stretch. It has an impact on strategy. It's something that I'm a traditionalist on. I think the 6-foul rule should remain in the game.
Dennis Smith, he's checked in for Mitchell. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. And it's Cook missing. The Nets have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Claxton. And it's Marquise Chris with the foul. That's his first foul.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. The pass to Jeffries. The 3.
Well, terrific anticipation on the defensive end. Rodney Hood extending those arms to bother shooters.
Smith scanning the floor. Over Vonleh. Second shot opportunity. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Free throw good. Baines. A lot of big decisions have fallen on Adam Silver's shoulders, the commissioner of the NBA, and Greg, I think you and I agree by all accounts he has succeeded with flying colors. I mean, wouldn't you agree?
No doubt about it. I mean, I don't know that you could have had a better person for the times. Adam Silver is to be commended, but I think also appreciated, not just from the players and the owners, but I think our fans should also appreciate who he is as a person. I've often said that commissioners typically work for the owners. He's the one commissioner, no matter the sport, that I've always felt like was a partner of the players as well.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. The drive by Smith. But he recovers it.
Well, the athleticism of Dennis Smith Jr. allows him to work on the glass. That is nicely done.
And it's a Kobo with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. They host the Spurs after this one. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game home stand. Lee passes to Claxton.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Smith outside. Passes it to Hood. Up top, Baines. Here is Cook. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That shot off. Brooklyn's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Jeffries, good.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Smith outside. Hood for 3. They get the rebound and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And with small ball catching on, it's the rare team, Doris, that looks to go big and play bully ball. Why hasn't that approach been more popular?
Well, to me, Kevin, the NBA game is one that's in constant evolution. So right now the emphasis is three-point shooting, free throw opportunities, and restricted area opportunities. That seems to be the most efficient way to play the game of basketball. On the defensive end, what that requires is positionless players. Guys in the post who can guard the perimeter, switchability, all the versatility you can bring to bear on the defensive end is significant, and so that's why bully ball becoming harder and harder to play in today's NBA.
Is Smith, he's checked in for Memphis. Claxton the pass to Jeffries. Pass to Claxton. Grizzlies with the rebound. Baines has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Smith on the wing. And the layup's good off the glass. Smith's got 4 points in the quarter.
Wow, the amazing speed and athleticism of Mr. Dennis Smith Jr. No mercy on the attack.
Akobo, the pass to Jeffries. To the paint. Here's Claxton, covered by Chris. Pass to Akobo. Lets it go from deep. Chris with the rebound. And for Memphis, they're shooting just 30% from the field here in the fourth. Ball stolen. In transition, here come the Nets. Leads running. Greg, we're seeing the game evolve. We're seeing more and more big men displaying perimeter skills. Do you like that, or is there a part of you that misses those days when it all played out inside the lane in a very condensed area?
Listen, Kev, I think the game has kind of evolved on from the impact that the bigs had on the interior, but not the impact that they're having on the game. The reality is the game just doesn't stand still. And now as a big, you've got to have far more versatility. You've got to be able to play in space. And as a fan, I just find the game to be more appealing to watch with the freedom of movement, the flow, and more of the skill set being put on display.
I agree. Here's Smith. The pass to Chris. Now Hood fires from deep, gets the three-pointer to fall.
Well, Rodney Hood is a guy who takes a good number of three-pointers. He's no doubt a floor spacer. The defense can't give him room.
And another turnover here by Brooklyn. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Ingles is checked in. Smith outside. And here's Chris. Smith the pass to Ingles. He feeds it to Hood. 6 on the shot clock.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation. I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
Lee with the steal. Here's a Kobo. Passes it to Jeffries. No good on the three.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
They grab their own miss. Smith. That's tipped. Here's a Kobo. Rebounded by Hood. Hood's got his 4th rebound in this one. But he gets it back. And he gets it back. Smith inside. He's against Jeffries. Smith finds Hood. Shot clock at 6. Smith with it. He's against Jeffries. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they've put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
Right side, Lee. 6 to shoot. Misses, and the dry spell continues. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Smith with a wide open look. Smith missing again. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Here's Claxton. Ingles covering. Yep, that one goes in there. Lee's got 5 points in the quarter.
If you give Lee that spot on the floor, 9 times out of 10, he comes away with a bucket.
Smith kicks to Smith. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Pass to Hood. Fires the 3. The rebound by Akobo.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Lee. Puts up a 3. No good that time. And it's Memphis the other way. Hood on the wing. And the pass to Ingles. Shoots it. Doesn't go that time. And it's Akobo with the ball for the Nets. Passes it to Lee. Kicks it to Jeffries. Pass to Akobo. From outside the arc. Chris with the rebound. Chris has got 5 rebounds tonight.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Nets.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40.
Important. With this win, they split the season series at a game apiece and also avoid the sweep. And that has to be a relief.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Ben Simmons.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Drills it from outside.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Now, here's Ingles. Smith outside. They need this. It's not going to go for him. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and